Today is a special day. It's Dyno Day. We're here at Fulton Competition. He built us this badass 451 big block Chevy. Got our tunnel lamp intake, dual carb. It's Dyno Day today, so let's go inside and see what this baby can do.
Yep. So what are you going to do to the car?
I got to put the window in.
I thought the thing was race ready. When you got
it is pretty much race ready, but
what does that thing weigh?
When the race weight that he ran it with the 477 in stocks is 2610.
Right.
This is the 230 valve, right? The small valve.
Yeah.
So I can run 2537.
What does it weigh?
I don't know. I haven't really weighed it yet because I have no idea what this, you know, like an empty weight.
Thank you. I think I got the wrench in my back pocket.
Well, I'm smaller.
Headers are smaller than ours.
So around the 12.
It's all good. Back up that 36.
Happens at the racetrack with clutch slippage, tire spinach, tire growth. Could be variations to it.
I mean, really and truly, the only thing is the shifting it at the right place.
Well, that's all on me. I know
Because
that.
if you let it, if it's geared too high and you know there's too much drop, you're gonna wind it too far in first, and the front end's gonna touch back down. I'd almost rather see you wind it no time in first and have it in second before the wheels touch. That's where the ET's gonna be.
But this is what Roby recommended for ratios. Okay?
I mean, if you just get it in second gear, but what I'm saying,
If what you're saying is
if you have to shift it before this to get it before the wheels touch.
well, that's a physical thing. That's something you have to.
But the ratio plays involved because you short shift it. Now it's going to be down here at 5,000.
Shut that tailgate, babe.
through video.
What video?
What that you were at the game.
Oh, that's one. Yeah, that was. Oh.
Mic's not on, right? Dad, this paint job is already coming off. Is it supposed to?
Looking to take your ride from mild to wild? With a set of QuickTime Performance electric cutouts, the choice of quiet and comfortable or loud and rowdy is at your fingertips. Pick up a set today and keep it loud.
All right, we're back from dyno day. Got the engine unloaded, sitting on the stand here in front of the car, analyzing the dyno graphs. We are not ones that care about dyno numbers per se. Well, this number, that number. It's making sure that the engine is healthy, runs well, and to see some tests, what works, what doesn't work. I designed a tri-Y header for this engine because it's a 451 cubic inch engine, because I chose to go with that engine size because I can have it at 5.625 pounds per cubic inch. So I can have a minimum race weight of 2537. Now, most of the other competitors in the Sega A-Gas are running a 477. So I figured to myself, all right, we are going to be about 200 pounds lighter, which is great, but I figured the smaller cubic inch engine would not make as much horsepower, as much torque as a 477. Most 477s are running around the 950 range with like 660 or so, 670 torque. So my thought was, since we're an exhaust company, let's go with some more velocity style headers. I'm always a fan of the tri-Y. Most people don't like to use the tri-Y because it's a lot of work. Well, I can tell you, building these headers, it was a lot of work, but I happen to enjoy that. So I did a 2-inch primary to a step 2 1/8 to the 2 1/8 Y to a 2 1/2 secondary Y with a 3-inch throat to 3 3/4 and 3 1/4 inch reverse megaphone. Beautiful header, sounds amazing, and I thought this would give some good mid-range and increased torque because we'd be going with the smaller engine size. And this header did perform quite well. The only problem, Gene at Fulton Competition built me such an engine that it performed so well that these did not perform as well as they did, because their engine header dyno set that they have is a 2 1/4 to, no, sorry, my apologies. It's a 2 3/8 to a 2 1/2 inch with a 4 1/2 inch collector. And this things were beat up, and it produced massive horsepower. If I can compare the graphs I'm looking at over here, my header did great from all the way from the beginning till about 7,300 RPM. From 7,300 RPM, the other dyno header just started climbing and climbing and climbing. If we didn't do a comparison test, we would never know. So it's back to the drawing board. I have an idea where I want to be on it, but it's going to be a fun time racing this car because my little 451 does a lot more horsepower than other 477s. That's just a number on a piece of paper. It's the number on the time slip that matters, or the wind light. But at the same time, we want to go have some fun with it. But let me tell you about the engine over here. So it's a 451 cubic inch engine. Edelbrock TR2 tunnel ramp intake, very modified because it was a poor design back in the day. Nostalgic style valve covers that also had to be machined and welded up because of the new rocker style system. Holley, I believe 650 carburetors, and it's big block orange. I can't wait to put this in the car and then work on a new set of headers. I'm thinking triple step, 2 1/4, 2 3/8, 2 1/2 inch merge collector, different from my tri-wise, also like merge collectors. I just wanted to do this a little bit more because there's nothing like a tri-wise sound. Exciting news. Some people think, oh, you wasted all that time and effort. Why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? I like trying different things. If you don't try different things, you'll never know what works or doesn't work. If this was a quarter-mile car, this might have performed better, but at some point during the season when we got some free time, I will make actual drag passes with this header, the 2 passes with this header, and then 2 passes with the new header, and see what actually performs, because something that says on a piece of paper that this makes more horsepower than that, but you put it at the track, might be proven wrong, because it's the RPM band, because this car is going to be hanging from 6,000 to 9,500 RPM. That's the reason why that bigger header, I think, performed better. The tri-Y could probably choke it down a little bit because I'm trying to increase scavenging, but you ask, what did it do on the dyno? Well, it had 4 digits, but doesn't mean anything. We put it to the track. So until next time, keep it loud.